Hello everyone, this is Nick, and welcome to something a bit different. We have our first mailbag unboxing PO box thingamajig, I can't think of a title video, here on the channel. Now, I've done this a few times before where I've opened up a few things I've been sent, but this is the first time that I've actually done it with a PO box active. And I've been wanting to make this video for a while, but I had to wait for a few things to come in, so we actually had something to talk about and show on camera. So if any of you would like to send me something, please send it to PO Box 128 Ringwood, Victoria, Australia 3134. And I'd appreciate it also if you just, let me know that you're sending something as well. I get a lot of interest for this kind of stuff from various X-Wing clubs and that kind of thing, with their own custom tokens and cards and that kind of thing. And if you want me to show that off on camera and give your club a bit of a shout out, I'm more than happy to do that. Plus, anything else that's relevant to what we talk about here on the channel. I'll even open up magic cards if you send them to me. That'll be good fun. But for the time being, we have a few items that have been sent my way. Actually, before we take a look at this box of goodies I was just sent the other day, I want to show off a couple of things that were sent to me through the magic of the internet, and I had them professionally printed up for me. First of all, we have this image here, which has a bit of a backstory to it. This is, of course, a drawing of Mark Hamill. Now, on Twitter, after the first reveal trailer for episode 9 went live, Mark Hamill tweeted this very cryptic message about, what does this mean and what does that mean? And if you guys aren't familiar with Mark Hamill on Twitter, and you probably should be because it's quite hilarious, he is a massive, massive troll. So I responded, oh great, so now we have 8 months of Mark Hamill just trolling all of us, and he responded with this picture of himself but from the 70s, and this Twitter artist, Jasmine Blood 25, actually responded with this image here, and I just quite liked it, so I offered to buy it off her, and here it is, now I have it. So yeah, it's a nice thing to have up on the wall. I just quite like the drawing, I quite like the story behind it. This image here was sent to me by a gentleman, Cameron Ferguson, who's part of the Northern Nevada X-Wing Club, and this is just lovely. It's a caricature of me with my channel logo next to it. For those of you who aren't familiar, I gave a shout out to Northern Nevada in one of their tournaments a few months ago now, I think it was. And Cameron is like their local resident artist. He's drawn up a few alternate art cards and stuff. He's actually done a few time-lapse videos of him drawing those art pieces on his YouTube channel, so I'll link that down in the description below. And yes, he made one of my glorious face, and it's just very, very nice. This is very special. Thank you so much, Cameron. I'm actually going to frame this one up and put it on the shelf behind me. Very, very special. Also, Cameron was good enough to share with me all the other artworks he's done on the alternate art card and stuff. Now, I don't currently have a proper permanent recording space due to my current circumstances, but I think when I do find a proper studio space, I might print up a collage of those pieces because they're really, really cool. Again, link for that YouTube channel down in the description below so you can see the process of making some of those. I love watching artists and people draw and make really cool pieces of art. I love the process behind it. It's something that's always sort of fascinated me. So it's very, very interesting, and I recommend you all take a look at that. Now, let's talk about these goodies that I got. And I got this box of stuff from the guys from Rosangela Squadron from Peru in South America. And yeah, they just sent me some really cool promotional stuff, their own merchandise, as well as this letter with Habla Penheyo. I tried to translate this, by the way. I don't understand. It's like hello bread or something. If one of you guys are watching, can you explain what that is? But however, the letter reads, Ay, buenas noches, Harry Nick. We know that you are very excited, so dry your tears before we want to tell you a little about us. We are Rosangela Squadron, Peruvian team of X-Wing the miniatures game, dedicated to the diffusion, I think that's meant to be discussion, and competitive practice of this beautiful game. At the end of 2016, we started this project very excited, and we are happy to have consolidated ourselves as a reference in the Latin American scene, with a funny and sarcastic style, but always focused on improving every day with our followers through analysis and useful tips. We want to share with you our joy with this gift box, since we have always considered you an influence for us. Thank you so much, that's a very nice thing to say. Here you will find original Rosangela Squadron merchandising, which we have done with a lot of effort and with hope that they can be shared in your community, thus strengthening the links between the pilots and making the experience of our hobby more joyful. We hope you enjoy these gifts as much as we do sending them to you. Enjoy the game, promote healthy competition, sportsmanship, and you already know a gunner. A gunner. I'm not sure what that's referring to, but these are the guys from Rosangela Squadron. Some of these names are very Latin American, and I think I'll butcher them if I try to pronounce them out loud. So thank you so much. That's such a nice thing for you guys to say. And let's actually show off what we have installed in this box. And here it is in all its bubble wrappy glory. So yes, it appears like the guys from Rosangela Squadron really like their pin-up art, because that's pretty much the style of everything they've given me. But it's really cool quality stuff. I really dig the logo, actually. It's the pin-up girl riding the bomb sort of classic image, but you're wearing Luke Skywalker's helmet? Just having, yeah, it looks like Luke's helmet. A couple of more stickers of various pin-up girls. And also, this has translated over to their alternate art cards. We have what's called the Waifu Collection. For those of you who are into that kind of stuff, we have a Boba, a Luke, and a Vader. So, something for all players. Very nice. Waifu's Wave 1, so I'm guessing they're either made more or are planning to in the future. Very good quality, very well hand drawn, I must say. There's a nice close-up shot of Darth Vader, or who we thought was Darth Vader actually turns out to be this attractive blonde woman. Also, we have this range ruler. Strike first, strike hard, and no mercy. I'm guessing no mercy is range 1. Actually, yes it is, because you can see there's a single block, a double block, and a triple block there with the Rosangela Squadron logo there. Let's just see if I can get the camera to focus. Oh, come on, you can do it. There it is. Lovely. So you don't forget who gave you the ruler. Got some more of that pin-up art on these badges here in case you want to have like a cool jacket with a bunch of X-Wing pins. That could be a lot of fun. And these things here I think is probably the most practical gift that I'm actually really happy to have. These are enlarged tokens. Now you might be thinking, Nick, why would you play with something this size? It's larger than a small base. That small base is about that large. The reason you play with these is for games on camera. You can clearly see when one of these is placed next to a ship. Oftentimes when you're filming a game or streaming a game, it's very easy to not be able to tell what green or red token is next to a ship. So having these enlarged ones, just a few, you don't need a whole heap, is really handy for that reason. And I don't actually have my own set of these, so I'm actually quite glad to have these. So there you go, Rosangela Squadron. Whenever I record some games on the tabletop, you'll get a bit of free advertising. I haven't been doing a lot of those recently. For those of you who have been following the channel, the last few videos I've made, unfortunately the circumstances surrounding my living situation have been somewhat prohibitive. So thank you for those of you who have been patient. We'll get the test flights and the how to play videos up and running as soon as I can, but for right now, we're just going to have to make do with these on camera in this little office space. But yeah, in the meantime, guys, these are awesome. Thank you so much for sending me these. Once again, if you'd like to send me anything, here is the address on screen. Happy to unbox anything that is relevant to the stuff that we talk about here on the channel. In the meantime, do not forget to like and subscribe. Like me on Facebook, follow me on Twitter and Reddit, and also please consider supporting the Patreon, which is right now the #1 thing, which is supporting the channel monetarily. It's the one thing that's really making sure we're able to do this week in, week out. So any consideration for that, even just $1 a month, is greatly appreciated. And I'll catch you guys in the next video.